as promised, we're going to continue and have our workshop. Those of you who have an Atera account, if you've opened the trial, you're welcome to do so and open it up and follow the steps. But first, I want to share a bit about our development and our approach into how we incorporate AI into the workflow of IT. So I think the first thing that is worth discussing is obviously there's an industry shift. People are talking about people being 4 times more productive than they are in a short span of time. This productivity is changing, and really we want to ensure that we're able to harness this technology and help you become more efficient and do things differently than how we're used to. At the same time, Atera is really trailblazing the world of IT, combining it with AI. We're going to talk about the features in a couple of seconds, but really everything that we have been putting out to our customers, we were the first one to incorporate, and really we want to be the pioneers when it comes to AI and IT. At the same time, as you know, Atera is an all-in-one platform. We have both the RMM, the PSA, the marketplace. Everything is combined together in a single code base. And really, when we develop these solutions, we want to have a holistic approach, and we want to make sure we are able to accompany you in the entire life cycle of your IT work. At the same time, what really guides us is just helping you reduce repetitive work. There's enough tickets that have to do with printers and slow computers that really we don't want to have. We want to focus on what matters. We want to do infrastructure and cybersecurity and spend our time where it matters the most. And this is really what we're trying to achieve with these features. And at the same time, we're meeting our customers. We know the industry, and we realize there's a shift, and IT is becoming a lot about service. Our users are expecting speed, they're expecting efficiency, and they want proper communication. It becomes more of a customer success world where we really have to accompany our clients and give them the nicest, the best service possible. And this is also something that is in our minds when we develop these features. I don't have a bullet here, but I will also say that Atera, in general, as a company, we're trying to harness AI and see how we can incorporate it in our development and in our processes. And really, this is becoming somewhat of a culture for us in our internal matters, not only the features. So that was our approach. And I want to talk about how we actually used the capabilities Sunita has mentioned and how we leverage them and combined Microsoft's OpenAI with our product. So the feature we have out now, and all of you can already trial it, many of you have, is what we call the Copilot, or the AI assistant who is there to accompany you through the entire life cycle of a ticket. Essentially, what the first thing this thing does is we are able to give you a ticket summary. And this is really a great way to catch up on a very long ticket, a very long history of backs and forths. You don't even remember what happened. Some other technician was taking care of it. And we see many of the managers, for example, going through tickets at the end of the day, or if you're constantly switching context between different problems, different tickets, this is the best way to dive in and understand what is happening here. Next up, you're all ramped up, you're all caught up, and we want to give you a solution. Many IT problems have some sort of generic solution, or something that is not very generic but can even be complex. And we are actually able to take the history of the ticket and suggest something that will solve it for you. This way you can, of course, save up time or have some inspiration into how you want to tackle this problem, and really do it in a much quicker way. After you have this solution, we also want to help you give better service, better communication. So we're offering you an actual response. We will generate a response for you that is helpful, friendly, practical, and hopefully will save you time. I will show you what it looks like, but it's also just a great way to get some inspiration into writing. I know I always find it very hard to, just type in the first word, and this is really a great way to do so. And last, once you have the summary, you have a suggested solution, you have a response, you actually have to solve the problem. In this case, we want to script the solution for you. That way you can run it on the agent without having to remote in, going 3 floors down using the stairs. You just have to generate the script using Atera, run it on the agent, and the next time you're going to have this problem, you can just run the same script without thinking twice. So that is the solution we have at the moment. And really, I want to take some time and show you what it looks like in real life. So all of you that have Atera open, please keep it open. If you haven't yet, open it, and I will share my screen. Perfect. So I'm on the Atera dashboard at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and go to my tickets list. And let's see what we have today. So this is the tickets list. I see I have quite a few open tickets, over 1,200 here, 12,000 actually. But I want to focus on this one. Help, my computer is very slow. Okay, interesting, not very informative, but somewhat. And if you look here, if I hover over any one of my tickets, I have a small, cute little robot that says AI. And this is one way to start using the feature. I'm actually going to go ahead and go into the ticket. And I want to read through this with you guys and see what we're dealing with. So looks like this is from one of my clients called John Lennon, very good customer. He's saying, hey, can you please help me? My computer is being very slow today. Okay. And it looks like I answered him a couple of days ago. And I asked him, have you tried restarting it by chance? Looking forward to hearing from you. And then John Lennon in the flesh answered me, yes, it did not help. I'm also getting a message about low disk space. Awesome. So if you have any open tickets, go ahead and just read through them for a moment and see what the history is. If you open the trial, you will see you have a sample ticket and you will have a somewhat similar case. You can also read through it. And let's scroll all the way up and click the magic button. So the first thing, as promised, is we will give you a summary. You have the ticket title over here, and we have a short paragraph talking about what happened. So John Lennon is experiencing slow computer performance, has reached out for IT for assistance. The technician, Yaakov, which is me, very lucky, suggests restarting the computer, but John has already tried that and is still experiencing issues. John also mentioned receiving a low disk space message. Now, I like to have things a little shorter. I'm more of a bullets person, so if you want, you can change the way the ticket is summarized. User report slow computer, perfect. Suggested restarting, I did suggest that. He said it didn't help, he did say that, and he also mentioned the low disk space. So whatever you prefer can be done. At the same time, since we're here, you can also add this little summary as an internal note. That case, if you come back to the ticket in a couple of minutes, or you have some other technician going at it, they can see the summary and you can have it documented if you want, or simply copy it to the clipboard and send it to your boss and say, like, listen, this is what's up with this ticket. Cool. So we talked about the summary. And next is, let's generate a reply. Let's see what the suggestion says this time. Have you tried freeing up some disk space? Makes a lot of sense. Let me know if that helps. Looking forward to hearing from you, Yaakov. Amazing. So what you can already do, and this is really a matter of style, I like to use this to have inspiration into an answer, but you can actually copy this to the clipboard, paste it over here, and send it to John Lennon. Or you can simply skip the step, whatever you prefer. Of course, it's not mandatory, but it does make a lot of sense that if John frees up some disk space, his computer might run a bit faster. Once we have that, we can generate the solution. Let's go ahead and see what the solution says. So number one, check for malware and viruses. Makes sense. I should probably run a scan and see if anything happened on the computer. I'm actually not sure when I scanned the computer the last time, so this could be it. Number two is freeing up some disk space. Okay, also makes sense. And number three is updating the computer's operating system, installing any patches that are necessary. This also makes complete sense. And now comes an amazing part. As I said, we want to automate this, and instead of going and running the antivirus, freeing up disk space for the user, updating the operating system, we're just going to press this button. And what we do here is quite amazing. We simply use the suggested solution, which we have over here in the text box down here. And by sending it to the model, we're actually provided with a full script that does all three steps as suggested by the AI. And this is really an amazing thing. So if you're strong in scripting and you want to tweak anything, you're free to do so. You don't have to use any of this. If you want to do simply one of the steps, for example, step number 2, you can just delete the other ones. The one that says ran malware and virus scan, you can just delete it. And then all you have to do is give this script name if you wish, and then create it over here and run it this time, the next time, run it on an automated basis as you wish. Some other cool things you can do on this page is, of course, we support other formats. So if you want to do that, we can just generate this again. And then we're using a completely different language to do the same thing. And if you want to get creative or you want to get some ideas, you can also change the prompt here. I simply deleted all the text. And we have some examples here that you can play around with. For example, clear all files from the recycle bin. Click generate. And we have a brand new script. So I encourage all of you guys to really use this. We've introduced this feature a couple of weeks ago, and we received tremendous feedback. We have thousands of users summarizing tickets, replying automatically, and it's really inspiring to see how this is changing the everyday of IT business. Cool. So I talked a bit into what we have today. And now I would like to give the floor to Oshri to talk about what's next.
Great. Thank you very much, Yaki. That was amazing. It's amazing to see it every time, again and again. So I'll just say that Yaki showed you the part that is that the technician is actually have a co-pilot next to him, okay, that will summarize the tickets, suggest a reply for the customer, will suggest a solution and automate it. You can take those scripts, attach it to automation, attach it to auto healing. So once you have an alert, you can immediately use the script you generated to solve the problem. This is amazing, but it's only one part of the full picture. I'm going to demonstrate something that is currently only in our lab. We'll do a live demo. I'll use you guys in the chat, suggest exactly what to do. We'll do it together. But first, I'll just present the idea behind it. As I mentioned, Yaki showed us the co-pilot part of the system, and I'm going to show you the other part, the autopilot. And in the autopilot, we are going to offer a full first tier support using ChatGPT, using OpenAI. It means your customer will go to the portal, start talk to a chatbot, get amazing service, and you'll see it right away. And by the end of the day, we will see an amazing efficiency improvement. You'll be much more productive with it. It will close a lot of the tickets without you in the middle. But if not, and you'll see it when I'll demonstrate it, you'll get a ticket with a lot of information because the AI will ask all the questions that you guys usually waste your time. Did you do this? And did you do that? And did you restart your computer? Did you try closing it? And you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's see it in live. So I'll just share my computer for a second. And let me just do this. Okay, so just let me know that you're seeing my screen. Great.
Yes, we can see it, and we're very excited in the chat over here.
Amazing. So you'll see a lot of new stuff in this portal, but we are currently looking on our customer portal. We have a new tab here, as you see, AI Assistant. And this time I'm the end user usually opening a ticket in the portal, but now I'm going to just, start a conversation with the AI Assistant. And I'm going to play dumb here, so bear with me on this. Let's do something like, I can't log in. That's it. Usually, customers can just say something like that. The chatbot say, I'm sorry to hear that. It's very nice. And can you please give me more details about the issue? Amazing. It saves time. It asks the questions that you guys usually asking. My email not working. Let's do something like this. I'm sorry to hear that. Please provide more details about the issue. It's an issue. Can't log in. Something about the password. Okay, now I'm getting more information to troubleshoot the issue. Logging into the account, resetting the password by clicking forget password. Done, but now it's not logging in again. And your customer can, manage the conversation and get a lot of information from the AI, and it will probably solve the problem. But if not, you as a technician get a ticket full of details because it asks everything you guys usually ask your customer. And if you take that and use the part that Yaki showed you, it will summarize it, give you a solution, will let you automate it using script. And, you much more than that, you can just attach it to alerts, or maybe create a script that next time it happens, with one click you solve it. And this is an amazing step, by you guys improving your efficiency dramatically. Do you guys want to try something? Do you want to just write in the chat exactly what you want to discuss with the AI here? Yaki, do you have any ideas?
If anyone has an idea for a tough ticket, write it down in the chat. Moshe, you have access to the chat. Let's pick something interesting.
Yeah, I saw Outlook not syncing. Let's just copy this one.
Jaime, that's a good one.
Let's do this. We are challenging. Check your internet connection, reset the Outlook in your computer, make sure you're there. Check your email account and everything. Try to do the saving. Still not working. Let's try to get even more information about it. Creating Outlook profile, let's resolve the issue, repair your Outlook installation, control panel. Oh, quite nice. Anything else? OneDrive is not syncing. A lot of things not syncing. Okay, so I see some question here, and I want to share with you the next step. So we see that it gives the first tier support. It will, try to close a lot of your, mundane, repetitive, and actually most of the day-to-day questions that your customer is asking you. But besides that, you'll have a ticket full of information for you guys. Once you get a ticket, it's like going to a second tier with all the information. You can easily work on it. You have all the details to solve it. But our next step from here will actually to give you guys the ability to choose some actions that you are allowing the users, the end users, to do. And by that, the AI assistant, if he identify this action is the right one to close the ticket and solving the problem, it will offer this action. For one example is resetting password. If the problem here was password related, and you guys enable this capability in the system, we will offer the customer to reset his password with one click. You'll get SMS with a new temporary password, and will eliminate that forever. Besides that, installing software that you guys mentioned is that is in your allowed list. You'll have a list of allowed software to install. The AI will identify that the user wants Zoom or something like that. With one click, it will automatically install, and will allow much more and more capabilities to be integrated into it. So besides closing those issues that the customer is requesting, we'll also be able to create actions based on allow list that you guys manage. I think that's about it in the demo part. I think we have now a Q&A session. Yaki?
Yeah, we will actually wrap up for now. But there are a lot of questions. Everybody is very excited for this feature. So as Oshri said, this is still in development. We are still working on the prompts and the capabilities of this. And really, we want to expand and give your end users the best experience possible. Of course, we'll communicate once it goes out. As you see, we're working very fast, and we're very excited for this. So if you have any ideas, anything you would like to see, also reach out to us in the features board. Ask us anything. Our support teams are here for you, and we would love to answer.